Hey everyone, welcome back to AntLab Games. We are about to pick up on part 2, round 4 of our Solitaire Granja playthrough. So, I think we should just jump right in. We are at the very beginning of round 4, and we are in the farming phase, so we just have to start playing, play our card and come up with a strategy, because I think we're a bit lacking in victory points at this stage, but we'll see how things pan out. Okay, so with our little bonus here for completing these market barrows, I think it's in our best interest to start playing some market barrows, at least start completing them, because it's going to be one extra bonus, one extra victory point every time we do this. So I chose one where it has some of the ingredients we already have. So I've got grapes that I can turn into wine. I already have a pork chop. I just need to get my hands on another pig, and I think we can knock that one out. So that's the only card I get to play. My hand size is 5, so I'll draw back up one, and we will move on to the income phase. All right, still collecting 2 silver each phase. So I will grab 2 silver from the bank, and we will go on to growth. Alright, so I get some grapes, but I don't have any more pigs, so I'm not breeding. But that is that, and we now get to decide if we want to buy a roof tile. After looking at the cost of these and what I have yet to do, I don't think I'm going to buy any roof tokens, which is giving up 2 victory points, which is a lot, but I need the silver more than I need to do that right now. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to move on to the I think we're going to move on to the revenue phase. Alright, so the opponent is the first player, so he's going to get to pick first. And we have 2, 2, 3, 3, and 5. Now we are in the 4th round, so from here on out he's going to take the highest die off the board. So I don't get to do any of those upgrades. But that's okay, because I think I want some of this. Well, it doesn't matter what order I take these in. So I think I'm going to take this, and I'm going to play a card. I've been hurting to play cards lately. Alright, what I'm going to do is place, maybe I'll place this one here, just another market barrow that I can work on. So we'll leave that. Alright, the opponent's going to knock this one out. I'll take this, so what will I grab? I think I'll grab a wheat and an olive. Wheat and an olive. So I'll put those in my den. And for the last one, do I want to play another card? I might want to play another card. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play another card. Alright, so I'm just going to plant another field. And I think we're going to go with an olive field this time. So now we have an olive and a grape field. So, just a good way to kind of get caught up on my card placements. I would have hired some guys, but I really didn't see anything that was, overly stood out. So, not a biggie. But that's the end of the revenue phase. Let's move on to transportation. All right, so we might as well get his placement out of the way. So he's got a 3. So he's going to go after me with a 3. So here's the kicker. He could go here, but he's below me because I have a 4. So he won't hurt me, and he won't hurt himself. So that's kind of a waste. He'll go here, he doesn't hurt anybody. Here, he doesn't hurt anybody. So he could technically go anywhere. But I guess I'll go here. He'll try to squeeze into me, but it really doesn't matter at this point. No, where he goes, he can't harm me. So that's fine. Now I get to choose what I want to do for my delivery. Alright, so I think I'm going to jump right in and do a full 4 deliveries here. and just go right to it. And I'll do 2 of them here, and we'll complete this first. Well, actually, hold on. Let's do the board first, because I think I want to finish up what I had started. So remember, we have four deliveries I can make. All right, so 2 of my deliveries are going to be to take 2 silver to the merchant house, and that would bring 2 more to complete it. And I'm going to take this, and when you take this, you immediately score 3 silver. So I'm going to take 3 silver. These come off. This is going to go down here to show I've completed it, and I'm going to gain a victory point for that. Alright, since I completed another building, I get to unlock the deli, and I gain another victory point. So that's another one I can go after from here on out. Alright, so the merchant house token now gives me 3 additional silver as income, which will be lovely. With some of that hard-earned silver, I'm going to spend 3 of it, which is the cost here, to upgrade my grapes to wine. And I've got 2 more deliveries, 2 more donkeys, remember? So I'm going to move some wine for one, and some olives for another. So someone wants a Sunday brunch of olives and wine, and we're going to complete that. So it's going to come out. I'm going to earn a trade commodity, which I haven't had in a while, and 3 victory points right off the bat, and we get to put him on the board. Alright, there are a number of 3s, but I guess I will put it here. And I didn't go over this before, but there are X's on certain spaces around the outside, and those are just areas we can't take in a 1 or 2 player game, maybe even a 3 player game. I forget how many it is, but the rule book tells you. But all I know is that they're off limits in a solitaire game, so you can't put any of your components there, any of your pieces. Alright, so I've discarded that market barrel, and I get a bonus victory point for this upgrade that I got from the deli. No, it wasn't the deli, it was the butcher. I'm sorry. The pigs. So, alright, cool. That is our delivery phase. Now I could pay to have a few more deliveries if I'd like, which isn't necessarily a bad idea, I don't think. But there's nothing I could really complete at this stage. I don't have a ton of money, so I think I'll skip that and we'll move on to the scoring phase. Alright, so I've got 2 markers in the village. I'm going to collect 2 victory points. I've got 0 on the siesta track, so I'm going to continue to be player 2. In fact, I didn't move anywhere on the siesta track, so there's no rest. We've got too much to do. So we can go ahead and discard these 2 round 4 roof tiles and reveal the 2 that we'll have in round 5. So quite expensive. And that's it. So that ends round 4. We jump into round 5. Let's go ahead and start with round 5's farming phase. Alright, I think this time we're going to play our first worker. And it's going to be the beekeeper. And what the beekeeper does is allow us to take 1 silver for each unique harvest good on our fields. Now that we have 2 unique goods, we can actually earn something for this. So we'll put our beekeeper here, and we get to use her once per round. So we'll at least get to take advantage of it during the 5th and 6th round. So that's not too bad. So we only have 2 cards left in hand, so we're going to have to draw 3 more to bring us back up to our max of 5. 1, 2, 3. There's some good ones in here too that I wish I kind of got earlier. Yeah. Alright, so that is it for that. Now let's go into our income. And now for our income, what do you know? We get 3, 4, 5 silver. That is very nice. Collect 5 silver. And now we can jump into growth. And in growth, we are going to get our olive and our grape. Okay, so I have a choice here. I can buy an upgrade for 5, or I could buy a wheat or an olive. I think I'm going to buy the upgrade for 5. Even though it's cheaper for me to upgrade, it's going to get me victory points. But I think before I do that, before I activate it, so I've put it up here. You can put it up here but not activate it. So I'm going to take 2 victory points. So I'll cash these 3 in and grab a 5. And I'm going to take 1 silver for each unique harvest good in your fields. And I have 2 unique harvest goods. So I'm going to take 1 silver for each. I'm going to take 2 silver before I go ahead and use this. So now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to turn my grapes into wine. And I have to put another token on the beekeeper to indicate the fact that I've used it this round, and I can't use it again until at the end, until it refreshes at the end of the round. And then I can use it in round 6. So that was good. My next roof will be worth 3 victory points, so it's worth getting them at this point for me, to be quite honest. So that ends the farm phase. Now we're going to go into revenue. All right, so opponent is first player again, and wow, all 1s and 6s. That is absolutely terrible. Okay, so he's definitely going to take a 6. Looks like it's going to be a big pig round. Do I want to take a move, or I'll take silver. I'll take 2 silver. So I'll cash in, actually 2 silver. 3, I'll take 1 back. So I'll take this. He's going to take a pig, and I get the last 2. So I get 2 pigs. That's not bad. Okay, so I will place my 2 pigs in the pen, and that will end revenue. And now we go into our transportation phase. So let's see what our opponent's going to do. Okay, so we draw our card, and we get a 5. Always so high for him. So he's going to pick a 5, and he's going to want to hurt me. So he's going to take the spot, or the stall, that's going to remove the most pieces from me from the board. So looks like that 5's available, that 5's available, that 5's available. So it's pretty obvious he's going to go here, and he's going to remove him. So he's done. I think I will choose a 3 donkey card. So I'm going to move my siesta up 1. And I will do 3 deliveries. And quite simply, I'm going to send a pig, a pork chop, and a bottle of wine. And that'll complete this one. So those are going to go. This is going to go on the board. I get another trade commodity. 5 victory points, which is quite large. Plus 1 bonus because of my butcher. And I will discard you, and I will place this in a market stall in the village. Okay, so remember, we completed a 5 victory point barrow, so we get to choose a 5 stall. And we want to pick one that's going to hurt him the most. So we can choose him or him, and I think either one of those both have the same impact, so there's really no harm in either. So I guess I could choose this one, and I'll take this guy out and collect 1 victory point. Alright, before we jump into scoring, I think I'm going to spend one of my commodities and play a card. So I'm going to put out what do you think? What do you think? Thinking I'm going to put out something I can make pretty quickly. So maybe, I'll play this market stall. I'll pay another one and play this market stall. I want to start knocking these out and get some points. So let's go into scoring now. Okay, I've got 2 stalls on the board, so I'm going to collect 2 victory points for that. I don't have anything on the siesta track, so I'm not going to get any of those points. So for scoring, all I get are 2 victory points. And now we can get ready to start round 6. This goes back in the box, and we have our final roof tokens. So I can get an upgrade, or I can get a victory point. Oh, that's tempting. I do have enough money. I do have enough money, so let's see what we can swing here. Also going to remove this token from the beekeeper because now she is available. So let's see what we can do. Alright, what I guess I could do is I'm going to plant another field, this time a wheat field. Oh boy, alright, so this is going to be tough. I'm not sure how I can get a ton of points here, but that's all I can play. I've got 2 cards. I get to draw 3 more to bring my hand back up to 5. That one's interesting. 4 silver. That would have been nice. Wow. Well, nothing I can do about that now. So, alright. And what I think I'll do... Yikes. I'm going to lose. The thing is, I don't have any room. My crops aren't going to grow, so I'm going to basically waste it if I don't move it. But I don't really need to move or transport food anywhere. That's the problem. I don't have any cards that require me to send food. But I'm just trying to think ahead here. Okay, so that's over. Let's jump into the income phase. Remember, I've got 3, 4, 5 silver, so I will take my 5 silver from the bank for income. We jump into the growth phase, so I can allow this to happen, or I can pay to move the food over. It costs me 2 silver, but is it worth it at the end of the day than just to take the loss? So you know what, I'll just take the loss. So it just won't grow a new one. Not a big deal. It's not worth the silver, so we're going to gain 1 of each. So we've got 3 different crops going now. And now would be a good time to activate my beekeeper to get me 3 more silver, because now we have 3 unique crops. I got tons of money now, so that ends the growth phase. And now we can decide if we want to buy one of these tokens. Okay, at this stage I think we go right for the victory points. So I'm going to pay 6 silver and buy this one. Alright, so I'm going to put this here, so that's 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to gain 4 victory points for that. I'll take a 5 and put 1 back in the box. Alright, so that's the end of the farm phase. Now we can move into revenue. Now I'm still the second player, so he chooses first. And it looks like... nice variety here, but he's going to take the 6 right off the bat. So what do I want? Do I want pigs? Do I want... well, I could play a card. That might not be a bad thing, actually. That's not a bad idea. I would like to have gotten the donkey move. That would have been really nice, to be honest. But I'm just not sure what I necessarily need right now. I'm thinking the card might be ideal. The card might be the way to go. So I'm going to play the card. And I'm going to put this card in my last market barrow slot. So I've got three barrows in there right now. So that's my play. He's going to pull this one, which is the 4 silver. That was stupid. Why didn't I take that first, knowing that he was going to take that? Probably because I need the... do I need the ingredients? What the heck? I'm going to take... yeah, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need 2 grapes, so I'm going to take 2 grapes. I can't take 2 grapes. I can take 1 grape and 1... what do I need? I really don't need anything else but a grape. Dang it. I guess I'll take an olive. I guess. Alright, 1 grape, 1 olive, whatever. And I get a pig. Alright, probably screwed that up. I gave away four silver. Yeah, so what you gonna do? Can't take it back. I mean, I could take it back, but let's just go with it. So that is that. That's our revenue. Let's go into the transportation phase. Okay, and he pulls a 3. So, well, I've got a 5 and a 4, so he can't hurt me. So he's going to go to basically any other available space. So I guess he can go here. Alright, well, the best I can do is 2 deliveries. That's the highest I have. So I'm going to get 2 sombreros, or 2 hats for the siesta. And I've got 2 donkeys, so I can make 2 deliveries. So I think I will spend 3 silver first and turn these grapes into wine. And the 2 deliveries I make are going to be wine and grapes to complete this one. So I'm going to get a commodity, market commodity. I'm going to get 3 plus 1 victory points, so that's 4. 3 plus 1. And I get to put, this goes into this card, and I get to take a market space on the board. Alright, so I get to choose 3. So it looks like there's only 1 available right there. But all of the surrounding stalls are higher, so I don't affect any of them, and I don't earn any additional points. So, alright, now I have the option to take 2 additional deliveries, because I have that ability over here, but it's going to cost me 2 silver. I'm definitely going to do that, and I will. Let's see, what can I do here? I can do 2. I will do, it doesn't really matter. I have enough to do each. So olive and grape. Maybe I'll do this one. So I'll do an olive and a grape. Those are my 2 moves. So we completed another one. This is 2 plus 1 is 3 victory points. I get to take a 2 spot on the board, and this goes in the discard pile, and I get another commodity. Okay, now I get to select a 2, so let's see, there's one here, there's one here, doesn't really matter, I'll go here. Alright, so we are in the scoring phase, and we get to count stalls. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I will take 4 victory points. And I earn 1 victory point from the siesta track, so that's a total of 5 points for this scoring round. So that is it, and I think we now move into final scoring. Alright, and so the way we do this is we're going to sell every good that we can. These guys are worth 4 each. 4 gold each. So I'm going to turn them in and take 8 gold. Well, let's count it up. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 gold. 16 gold. And it's 5 gold per victory point, so that's 3 victory points, plus 1 extra gold. Right? So that 1 extra gold is going to bring me to 5 gold, and I can exchange 5 gold for 1 victory point. That's the exchange rate. So let's look at my stack of victory points and see how well I did, or how bad I did. Alright, let's count them up. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 59, 60, 61 points. So we scored 61 points for that playthrough, which I will say is, I think, a pretty decent score. I'm not too disappointed with that. There's no scoring chart in the manual, so you really don't know 100% where you'll finish, but or at least what means a good finish versus a bad finish. So let's kind of recap it. So there you have it, La Granja. So that's how the Solitaire version works. I guess you could say the AI or the opponent's not, you know, overly complex or overly smart. It's just you know, like most of these sort of, I guess you could say, pseudo worker placement games where you've got to, you know, select spots, especially in the marketplace. You've got the randomness of the opponent, you know, taking away spots from you and removing your pegs from the board to prevent you from scoring, but giving you other scoring opportunities as well. Really comes down to resource management, I guess, and building sort of that machine to constantly generate, you know, new resources, new revenue, new income, so that you can continue to grow your little farm and compete in the marketplace. So that's it. Card mechanics you saw, you know, pretty fantastic for this game. A huge amount of variety in the deck of cards is huge. So the odds of you know, running into the same card, you know, multiple times are pretty slim. At least to use the card for the same purposes multiple times is pretty slim. So with a score of what was it, 61? I think that's, like I said, it's pretty decent. There's no scoring chart in the manual, so you can't really tell where you are and how good that is. But based on a lot of the forums on Board Game Geek, the I guess you say the majority of the good scores were somewhere in the 70, high 70, low 80 range, where, you know, and the lower scores drop down into the 40s. So I guess I'm somewhere in the middle of that. So that's a decent score for me. So I guess, you know, you probably want to shoot for 75, 80 points. I would consider that a pretty good game. Anything above that's a really good game. So there you go. La Granja, as I've been corrected many times, La Granja is, I believe, the proper pronunciation. So with that, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you with the next video.